Welcome back to Girls Rewatch,
a podcast about girls,
TV, and girls on TV. This week we're doing season 3, episode 1, Two
Chainz with a Z. Those are for the Canadian listeners. It's not Z, it's Z.
Right. Okay, so this is such a deviation, but we are watching Severance right now, and one of the restaurants in Severance is called Pip's Bar and Grill. Grill with the E at the end. Something that's really been racking my brain all week is that when a restaurant's grill, it has an E at the end. Is something I'm actually learning so late in life, it feels like. Because the discerning features at grill, G-R-I-L-L, is like the equipment, the material used to grill things.
You're still on this one.
A grill with the E at the end is like a grill of a car. Did you realize that's a distinction?
No, and I still don't fully understand it, but I'm okay with not having to really nail and comprehend that. But it was so funny. We were driving back from Westchester and me and Evan are squished in the back row of a car, and it's like I didn't realize how much you used Google search. It's like you were really doing a research project.
Because I don't want to feel stupid. And also for me, it's like if a gay bar also has a grill, it shouldn't have an E at the end because it shouldn't be discerned like that because it's not a classy enough establishment to have the E, in my opinion.
Wait, you're going to have to give me your parents' login. So we were at Evan's parents' house and they have Apple TV.
I found a website that has like streams it perfectly, no pop-up ads.
You're gonna have to send me the link because we're watching Severance. It's like I am cut off from
I watched 3 episodes this morning.
I gotta watch it. I've just been kind of going to bar. But anyways, you're saying that
we could plug in any TV show and we could have had the same exact conversation.
But you're saying Phonetica Diner is where we went one time upstate and that's where they film it. Is that what you were getting at earlier?
Well, and we've talked about this many times on the podcast, but there's no better feeling on earth to have visited a place that a TV show is filming at.
And like it is funny because we watch Girls in Broad City shot in New York, and every time we're like, oh my god, I know that place. But it's like
that's
to
less
see
special
to it's see like, Severance.
Right. Because New York is the third character. It's like you're just seeing the character.
Yeah.
But when you see,
it's like seeing Carrie Bradshaw.
Right.
It's like,
but if you see a random diner, you went to an upstate New York. That's not the third character.
No,
that's a location.
Literally.
Yeah.
What a throwback. Anyways, I wrote the longest synopsis ever.
I know. This is actually almost like it's too much. It's longer than the episode, by the way.
I know, because to me, it's like usually the episodes, I'm like, okay, 2-paragraph summary. This episode, as I was watching it, I was like, there is nothing we can skip.
Well, it's funny because so much of this episode is just physical comedy. So I'm so curious to see what you wrote down.
You guys don't understand. I forgot that this episode is the best episode of television out there. Like, sorry, but this is my...
It's very funny.
This is my Panic in Central Park. Okay, let me get to it because
it's an asexual romance story.
Okay, this is the episode note synopsis. So Paul W. Downs and Lucia wrote this, and I have to say this cold open alone is like why they got HBO to greenlight Hacks. Absolutely. Okay.
Well, oh my god. I mean, we'll talk about it in an episode, but I wrote down 15 different call outs from the first.
Oh, yeah. Did you see I made a bullet point and then I made the sub-bullet points?
Oh, we both did it.
Okay. Cold open. Split screen of Abbi and Ilana's bathrooms and what they get up to in the break between season 2 and season 3. It's the iconic blue dress, etc. It's like all the different scenes.
Yeah, the blue dress, we can't tell if it's gold or white or blue dress, and they're both wearing kind of an iteration of it.
Yeah, and then Abbi and Ilana meet at a bougie spot for brunch where Michelle Buteau plays a bitchy hostess.
We saw last week.
Period. Ilana is wearing a 12-pound bike chain around her waist, and when she goes to lock her bike with it, she drops the key in a street grate. Ilana has read an article about women's oppression in Saudi Arabia and is very upset. Meanwhile, Abbi is nervous about going to her art school friend Maxanne's gallery showing later and wants to go to a sample sale pop-up to find a cool top to wear. Abbi and Ilana chew gum and make a chain of it to try and reach the key in the street gate, but an underground animal grabs it and the key gets stuck.
I think it's a person.
It's a person?
A mole person.
A mole person. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if it was a rat or a mole person because it whispers. Ilana and Abbi try to use the bathroom at the brunch spot before they go to the sale, but the hostess says they can't. Damn it, Michelle. The girls go to the pop-up where everyone is fighting like in the climax of Mean Girls, and Bowen Yang, A Star Is Born, when he says, "This is a pop-up, bitch." Abbi finds a shirt but doesn't get the security tag removed, and when they go back, the pop-up is gone, which is just like when Hannah Montana uses a credit card at that beach thing and then goes back to return everything and it's gone. I'll never forget that episode.
They stole it from Hannah Montana, you're saying?
They stole that plot from Hannah Montana season 2. So, anyways, Abbi finds a shirt, can't get the tag removed. The pop-up is gone. Ilana tries to pee in the street, but a cop walks by. The two take Ilana's bike over to Lincoln's circus class graduation, where he uneventfully
It's trapeze.
swings from a trapeze.
It's trapeze school.
Trapeze school, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just like they did a Carrie Bradshaw shout out, and that's all about doing trapeze work. There's no clowning.
Got it. The girls then find a nearby work zone, and Abbi uses the porta potty, but a crane lifts it from the ground to a truck while she's inside. LOL. Abbi thankfully escapes, and the girls sit on the back of the truck to gather themselves, but then the truck starts moving, and Ilana can't get off because her waist chain is stuck on the truck's hook. Abbi chases after her and gets the porn-addicted truck driver to stop driving so Ilana can get unhooked. Ilana pees herself during all of this. Abbi is feeling defeated, but Ilana says it's artsy and cool of her to wear a security tag shirt, so the two go to Max Dan's pretentious art showing. Max Dan tells Abbi and Ilana about her falling out with smelly pussy Donna because Donna stole all her clothes. Maxine tells Abbi she's gonna go grab the curator to introduce the two of them, and Abbi is so scared of Max seeing her shirt looking stolen. Ilana offers to bite it off Abbi, but it squirts blue ink all over Max's piece that took 2 years. Max Dan screams and cries and says, "Get out," and the girls slowly exit, feeling defeated. They go back to Ilana's house and use lotion and pulling to get the chain off of Ilana. Ilana tries to get Abbi to hook up with her.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
This episode specifically, every single line was cracking my shit up.
Oh, it's so fun. You can't wait for the quotes on the Instagram account this week.
Oh my god, we've got to talk about the Instagram plan for this because I've got ideas. Anyways,
okay, we can't wait to have our Grace.
We can't wait to have our Grace.
Literally, Grace Reiter. I did a Max Zabatow sketch with her where I sat in a pew.
Max Apatow? Zabatow. Got it.
Sorry, former teen heartthrob. She played a main character. I got to sit in the second level of a pew in a court scene. You can't see my face at all in the sketch, but you can see my left ear. So I can't wait to talk about that.
Me when I was an extra in Just Like That season 3. I'm like waiting to see if half my face will be in frame.
God, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, well, we'll cross this off. See you in a sec. Well, I'll help you. This is actually very helpful.
Yeah.
If you're going to somewhere in Manhattan, usually, especially if it's business, like a podcast, you show up on time. If you're going towards Bushwick, the more you go this way, the later you're allowed to be. It's
no, and by the way, we're starting the podcast there because I think everybody at home needs to know that.
No, it's true. Going to Manhattan, Work Island, you have to be on time. When you head towards Brooklyn, the later you're allowed to be. Every L stop adds an extra minute.
When somebody's we're recording the podcast at our home studio, be 20 minutes late. Yeah. If you're like meeting at like a rental in Chinatown, get there 5 minutes early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
okay,
those 100%. Are the rules to live by.
Okay. And that was across dissolve joining us on the couch. Wait, what? How do you say your last name?
Reiter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you German?
Yeah.
Everyone in Wisconsin's German.
Nobody ever has a last name like mine. Mine's Ritaller.
Ritaller.
I'm like, we're cousins.
Wait,
Grace
probably.
Reiter. Now on the pod.
Yeah, and on the pod. It's Grace Reiter.
Hey.
Yeah, everyone from Wisconsin is really from Germany.
Yeah, my sister actually, she just did like a DNA 23andMe, and we are Irish, German, Norwegian, like Swedish, like the whole white up there, the whole white, the
we have
Arctic
white
Circle.
People in New York, but I land in Wisconsin. Everyone's about a foot taller to me. I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, really? We're tall?
Everyone's very tall.
In Wisconsin?
Yeah, that airport, the Milwaukee airport, I've never felt shorter in my whole life.
Really?
On the moving escalator, yeah.
I've actually never been in the Milwaukee airport. I'm realizing because I tell people I'm
Wisconsin more than you.
I was gonna say, like, anytime I tell people I'm from Wisconsin, it is just the Chippewa Falls area, and that is all I know, and that is all I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, by the way, you're gonna have to have 5-minute conversations about parts of Wisconsin you don't know about every day for the rest of your time here.
No, 100%. That is what I'm finding out, and everyone knows more about the state than me. And I'm like, holy shit! Because literally, I tell you, growing up, it was like we would hang out there, we would go to Eau Claire, and then we would go to like literally almost, well, not every weekend, but every spring break we'd go to the Mall of America. And we were going to Mall of America. Like when we were younger, we did like Mall of America, but then when we got like in high school, my friend took us to Florida. And it was like
Orlando.
No, Destin.
Oh my god, that's where everybody went for their family beach vacation.
Yes, Destin, and then Orange Beach.
Floribama?
Yes.
Right, totally.
Right? Florida. It's like it's on the panhandle. It's on the little pan.
All I know is my neighbors were like, I'm going to Destin this week. And I was like, jealous.
Yeah, and I've been twice. Actually, Maybe even 3 times.
Wait, it's amazing that Destin's kind of uniting the whole country.
I just want to say on 23andMe, she
beautiful.
shouldn't have done that, and they will clone her because
That's what I was thinking,
The
but-
entire board resigned after a quarterly meeting because they found out information that was not ethically sound.
I know, but that's the thing is people want to know all that stuff. Like, I think if there was like a personality test where you had to give over your
Right.
DNA as well, they would do that too. Because people just want to know
Yeah.
what house am I in? What
No, it's
what
It's like
country am I
scanning our
from?
face to be like, wait, what celeb do I look like?
It's exactly like that.
Someone
People just are
messaged me
curious.
the other day on Grindr being like, I'm a rice queen. I was like, I'm Jewish. I actually need to find out what's going on with my genetic DNA.
A
Because
rice queen?
Yeah,
I've
wait, can we
never
go back
heard
to that?
Yeah.
A rice queen? I don't know this.
a rice queen is
I
like a
can
man
assume.
who loves Asian guys. I'm not Asian.
A man who loves
Asian
Asian guys.
guys.
A rice queen.
So I am like
Queen.
desperate to do 23andMe just to figure out what the hell is going on.
Wait, don't they have a term for that already? Like yellow fever?
Yeah, but I think when you're
Oh, it's
gay,
yellow fever. Like,
yeah. So when you're
also a
straight,
bad
it's
term.
yellow.
is that also like
Right.
not a
I
good
actually
term?
don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to comment, but you keep going.
Yeah. Wait, I've been saying that all the time. That's what I've been messaging people.
You're like, I have yellow fever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
This is so the thing of like in this episode where Ilana's like going through all the accents and then Abby's
Yes.
like, do Chinese.
She's like, are you serious?
and Ilana's like, it's
it's
2016.
2016. Are you serious? Which also
Cracked
that
my shit
blew my
up.
mind because I don't know why I thought that show was later, but I was like, oh my God, that was 2016.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, it
Well-
like awoke me.
It's true. But I did an Asian accent one time my whole life in 2012.
Yep.
My whole class audibly gasped. I never did it again.
Oh my god.
really?
My
Evan.
English
Wait, they were
class.
woke.
No, I know.
I feel like in 2012, if I did that at my high school, they'd be like, that shit's funny.
Well, Evan went to the A school, which is the
Oh, no,
alternative
that was my
woke
dyslexic
school.
middle school even.
Oh my
It was
god.
my 8th grade English class.
Oh my god.
Oh, dyslexic middle school?
Okay, so it wasn't 20. Yeah, it was 2011 even. Yeah, I went to dyslexic middle school and
With
it was
Maya
all
Hawke,
boys English
famously.
class.
Oh, from Stranger Things.
Yes.
Of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wait, so she was dyslexic.
She's dyslexic.
Wow.
You'd be amazed by the amount of people that are actually dyslexic.
A lot of actresses.
Uh-huh.
I know.
An
Wow.
actor.
I mean, I can only think of her and then
Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne,
Of course.
Those are two
famously.
of the biggest actresses we have.
Actually, wait, Zoe Saldana or Saldana.
Did you watch the actors round table where she was like, and I was really nervous because there were a lot of words in the script and I have dyslexia.
No, I didn't see that.
me
Wait,
up.
wait. She mentioned that there.
At the round table, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Wait, that's hilarious because she mentioned it. I just saw like a quick clip of, I believe, the Golden Globes acceptance. She's like, sorry, I'm nervous. I have dyslexia or something. And I was
There's
like,
one thing about a
I was like,
dyslexic
wait.
person, they will bring up that they have dyslexia.
Which I'm like, by the way,
Yeah.
that is so valid, and I
No,
don't
it's
know what it's like
beautiful.
for your brain to work that way. So maybe it's really
100%,
hard.
100%.
But it was funny to watch.
No, that is really funny because that's how I feel a lot of times too when I'm reading scripts. I'm like, wait, this is so many words and I can't read these.
Yeah.
Can someone else read them for me? I knew someone who had like a script reader thing and I was like, wait, that's perfect.
Oh, the kids that paid $300 for that were smart.
Wait,
Mhm.
is it because it reads it to you? Like you just highlight
app?
it? Oh my god.
Yeah. It just reads it to you. And
How
I
much
think you
is
can give
it?
it like different words.
You would
I
love
don't
it.
know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, we gotta get into what
gotta get
is
into
your
the show.
deal?
This person on the couch is just a humble little girl from a small little town with big dreams, just like any other, person who lives in this freaking amazing city that we call New York City. Never thought I'd ever live here in my life, but I am here. And yeah. So anyways, my deal.
Wait, you're
I like
crying.
yeah. Never thought I'd live here. I'm forced here against my will. I need to stop saying that. But it was more like it was like kind of time where I was like, okay, well, let's see. Like I need to move to LA or New York. And I was like, let's try New York because New York scares the shit out of me. Or at least it did.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do a challenge. So
Yeah, Taylor Swift said jump then fall.
she did. And I was like, wait, if Taylor Swift
She
can live
did.
here, then I can live here too. I was like, wait, she loves New York and that could become me.
Wow,
She's every
welcome to New
woman.
York. It's been waiting
Welcome
for you.
to- Thank you. All the villages that flow.
You're so lover and you're the comfy.
Oh yes. I'm rocking this Lover comfy. Also for the video viewers, rocking a new haircut. Let me know if you guys hate it. If you love it. I also learned I am currently like on hold for a film and I got
Okay.
my hair cut.
Oh no.
And they were like don't ever do that. But like in my defense, they made it seem like the movie was not going to happen because it was like an indie thing. And it was like it seemed like they were keep pushing it. And my managers were like, oh, it's like it's like, I don't know. They're like, we don't really know what's going on. I was like,
you got a bob?
yeah, no, literally. Well, no, that's the thing is I had a bob and then I got even more of like a fuck ass bob on top of the bob. I got like a double fuck ass bob. I got fuck ass bob bangs. So then they were like, oh, hey, just so you know, don't ever do that again. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know. You guys made it seem like it was not going to happen.
Right. And they don't have budget for wigs. It's indie.
Yeah. They were like, honey, they were like, they love the bob.
It's either
the
you
bob.
or the hair. Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, at this point, yeah, like I think like with the indie, it's like,
Only a budget
they
for
were like,
one.
well, she kind of fucked herself over. So I'm kind of freaking out about that. I was like, I really didn't need this haircut. I was like, I just wanted to do it.
I love it.
So if everybody watching can kind of comment down below, like how your quick tricks to grow out your hair.
Yeah, what oils are you guys using? Like what?
You start doing male hair loss
do you
medication.
think this could grow out into like a curtain situation?
When's
and how
production? Like, come on.
When is it?
Yeah. Next Monday.
It's pretty soon, but I think they made it seem like it was never gonna happen, and then or like if it's gonna get kicked down the road,
Right.
like they're just gonna keep. I don't know.
You thought you could. Well,
It's a Marvel
there's
movie.
A lot of
It's a Marvel movie. It's an indie Marvel. They keep kicking the
Indie
Marvel. Yeah. So anyway, I have been freaking out about that just like a little bit. Just a little bit. That's just what's been on my mind. But I think everything will be okay because there are wigs. Wigs exist.
Literally.
Wigs exist.
And
And
you would
also
look
this,
amazing
we
with
can
the
just go
wig.
like this. Like, and then I just look like a normal girl.
I'm not worried. And if
Thank you.
I'm not worried, you shouldn't be.
Thank you. I'll let it go.
What if I'm worried?
Well, Evan, you
Well, 'cause
never
I'm
worry.
worried.
So
And by the way, I'm freaking out.
So
a
when you
little.
freak out, it's like, oh, things are bad.
Yeah, it's bad, girl. No, I think it'll be beautiful. Well, there's so much pressure when you first move to New York to change something so fundamentally big about yourself.
Yeah, did you
Yes.
buy a weird coat or anything?
No, I had a weird coat going in. I'd say I
You
had
had to do the haircut.
Yeah. The haircut. I mean, like the haircut was a necessity. I
Right.
needed that. I needed the cut because my clothes. Also, I keep looking at everyone, and I'm like, eventually, I'm going to dress cooler. I think just by osmosis, like just being with the people.
Can I
like,
say you will? Because when I
Yeah.
moved here, I only wore big t-shirt, little pant.
yes,
And then I was like, I'm going to have to figure out something new. And it's taken years, but slowly but surely, I found my way.
yeah, that's what I feel like will happen eventually. Like I'm just rocking. I've been wearing the same pants like every single day. I think I just need one more new pair of pants. And then I'll be
You only
good.
need 3.
This is true.
You need
This is true.
Yeah, it's true. Is it sweatpants?
No, they're and the only pair and so you've just been wearing sweatpants all the time. Yes. No, these I was going for like comfy like podcast
it's Saturday
vibe.
morning. And it's
Yeah,
cozy.
I was like, we're talking about
We're
Broad
wearing
City.
the tightest clothing you can imagine.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I'm in sheer text tights. Sorry.
I was like, wait, let's be like comfy and just like chill on the couch. No, because I was like, wait, I want to do something that like I'm like that's just like me. Like I just need to be like me.
And you're doing you, girl.
And I was
are.
like, wait, this is me.
People
Yeah.
are
This is
gonna
it.
eat it up. They're
They're
gonna
gonna be like, holy shit, she came comfy
yeah.
to a pod.
They're gonna be journaling tonight. Like, I should be comfortable in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah, wait, I need to be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do have one pair of jeans. I don't know if I addressed that. I do
think
have
saw
one
you
pair.
in them.
So your deal
Yep.
is
Yeah.
you have one pair of jeans that
My
Evan's
deal
seen you in.
Yeah, one pair of
And
jeans.
I don't like to see outfit repeaters, so next time, girl, you wore your sweatpants, you wore your jeans.
Okay, I'll wear
The pressure's
Mini skirt
on.
next.
Okay, mini skirt. Yeah.
It'll be beautiful.
Well, we have to know.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, what girl are you?
I'm Carrie. I'm probably. I think I like spiritually really want to be Ilana, but I feel like I'm Abbi.
I really feel like at least your online presence is very Ilana to me.
I know, yeah, maybe, and that's the
I bet
thing.
you're
I'm
Ilana
like,
online, Abbi IRL.
yeah,
I feel like we lost web series for so long, and I do think we're living in a specific moment where everyone I know is talking about making a web series.
Yep.
Yeah.
web series are coming back.
Web series are coming. Well,
Web series are coming back.
Everyone I know is making one, so I hope that they do come back.
I hope Quibi comes back.
Yeah, exactly.
Quibi, the like a to be kind of
The
Streaming?
quick bites.
Oh.
Kind of.
Oh, was that like the app thing?
Yeah, where it was like 9 minutes.
Oh, wait. I was never on that app.
It didn't
No,
last
no one
long.
was. That's why it actually shut down.
Oh. You're right. That makes a lot of sense from a business
I know,
standpoint.
but it is beautiful because a web series is truly the best way to, like, if you do want to ever pitch a show or something, to show like proof of concept, because you can make short form content, but the web series is really like so much closer to the actual TV show.
Yeah, it's easier to see the actual
The
vision.
vision. Yeah.
This is like Sabrina Breyer doing her audiobook, because it's like, well,
yeah.
she does all these front facing or these videos, and it's like, how would it be a show? And she's like, here's how it would be a show. Check out this audiobook. What if we made it a TV show?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Shout out. I love that girl.
You always have to like make stuff and show like the big
Right.
suits, like, no, look, like it could be like this. Like you have to like, look here. Hey, look here. This
You have
is
to
how
be
we
like,
can do it.
Hey, Josh, this
Yup.
is what the vision
There's
is.
always a Josh.
There's
Yeah.
always a Josh. Josh, this is how we can do it. And he's like, I don't understand. And you're like, I'll make the web series. And then he watches the web series and he was like, wait, that was like a TV show. You're like, yeah. We could do that. We could do it for 4 seasons. You're like, okay, yeah, wait, I love. Like, wait, love. Okay, green light.
I know, but there's something so earnest about a web series too. Like, it's like, even if it's only a minute long, as long as a TikTok could be, there's something so earnest about going horizontal.
Calling it.
Yeah.
We're going horizontal.
Horizontal.
Wait, that's amazing. I
Me
love
being
that.
like, I'm going to make 25 short films this year. And when people are like, that's crazy, I'm like, so it's mainly just like horizontal videos. Just 25
A
horizontal
short
videos.
film to me is horizontal, and then vertical is just like that shit
Literally.
posting.
Yeah.
Well, if it's horizontal, it's actor. If it's vertical, it's personality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The moment you go horizontal,
Holy
it's like you're a
shit.
full-time actor.
Are you an
Wow.
influencer or are you an actor?
Yeah.
And it's
It's a
based on
big
the
difference.
angle.
That
it's
is
based on
like-
angle.
That is like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that should be on a poster or something. Like horizontal actor, vertical. I'm a vertical influence or
Yeah.
vertical personality,
You're a vertical
horizontal
person-
actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
That's I love that. They're like, oh shit, she went vertical.
Yeah.
Or she went horizontal. She's getting the
It's like-
Oscar.
Serious.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
did you see Meryl Streep went vertical?
Yeah, she went vertical. Personality. Okay, all right. Well, that's fun.
You lose her. You lose the touch of honesty.
I know. Imagine if we saw Nicole Kidman vertical. We'd freak out.
I know it's seeing them in the different formats. It's like it's off-putting. You should be horizontal.
Right.
Go back.
'Cause
Go back.
When you're vertical, it's all body, no setting. But if you go horizontal, you get setting. You get
Yeah,
context.
it's all about the context.
Yeah.
Girl, what color are
Thank
you
God we
this
did
week?
this.
Yeah.
Wait, I really feel like I'm Ilana, and I did write this down. Can I remember why? No, absolutely not.
I think you're Ilana because
Wait,
of
there's
something.
an amazing reason, and by the way, there's an amazing reason out
Oh my
there.
god! And you were like, well, it was so
It's
funny to the
so
point where you were
big.
like, I need to write it down.
Okay, was it when Max Sands says, I recognize you from Abby's Instagram, and it's because of the time my
Oh.
boss saw Evan on a subway platform and said, are you Amelia's
he's come to,
co-host?
he lives in LA. He's been in New York for one day. I'm on 6th Ave, which is a place I'm never being, and he approaches me.
And he's like, I recognize you from Amelia's Instagram.
Shit. Yeah, literally like.
That's Ilana
It
coded.
isn't. That
And you
isn't
said
it,
thank
but
you
it's
so much. That
beautiful.
means a lot. Thank you so much. That means everything.
That wasn't the reason.
Damn it, I am Ilana. Oh, I'm always losing my keys. So what happened to her in this episode is that she
Oh.
has her bike key, falls out of her
Mhm.
pocket. I got a new case with a MagSafe charger on the back, so it's magnetic.
Okay.
And for 2 weeks, I kept losing my keys everywhere I walk because I'd pull my phone out of my pocket, but it was magnetic, so it would take my keys out. I was like, why am I having the
Wait,
worst
really?
luck on earth?
Oh.
It's all because of magnetism.
Wow. That's a strong magnet.
It was a strong one, and I'd walk. Well, it wasn't that strong, so the keys wouldn't hold on. It was only strong enough to yank it out of my
Oh.
pocket, and somehow I'd always be over a sewer drain, and I would just watch my keys fall through.
Oh, so that happened multiple
Yeah.
times.
Wait, it's
in
also
one
You
like
need like a chain loop, like a belt
And
thing.
I'd always be on a run, so I'm like, where closest Home Depot now?
Close to Home Depot
it's
now.
it's such
They're
a
like, welcome back.
it's such a physicalization of the idea of the law of attraction.
Yeah, the
where it's like
opposite.
the actual magnets were attracting this bad luck. 'Cause you're like,
And then I had to get the world's biggest keychain, and it's
I
all
mean,
the problem.
I was gonna say that might solve your problem if you just have like a ridiculously large
I
keychain that's
did.
like, or maybe, do you have 2 pockets? You could put your keys in the other pocket.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel right. I think I like them to touch.
Yeah,
Because then it's
that's
easier
fair.
to check if they're there.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But now I'm showing up to Blink Fitness with like the scariest thing on my keys, you know, and I shouldn't be doing
You should
that.
have a lanyard like a high schooler.
Oh yeah, that lanyard would be good, or like a purse or a bag or like a fanny pack.
Was Wisconsin culture the Vera Bradley kind of wristlet as like the purse?
I would say like the little wristlet thing was attached to the lanyard. We were very much
Yes.
lanyard culture.
It was lanyard
and
with
the
the
swinging.
wristlet, and you would swing it, and then you'd have your
Mhm.
phone and your keys and your wristlet, and you'd be like, "Hi, I like a frappe."
Mhm.
I
Yes.
miss
Oh
keys.
my
Oh.
god.
God, take me back.
Yes, that 100% that.
Oh,
I want that.
there's something so powerful about being a senior walking to a
Yep.
parking lot with a
Mhm.
lanyard.
Ugh.
Oh my god, it gives me
Chills.
shivers.
Yeah,
literally.
yeah. Literally
I can feel the
amazing.
sun, the Texas sun rays shining down on the pavement.
Yeah.
Like girls,
With
let's go
your
get our
lanyard.
frappe.
Do you have
My
iced
lanyard.
coffee?
Oh, girl, I had a nice coffee.
Have you ever, that's amazing combo.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So now, question for you, Amelia.
Girl, what girl are you? We
I'm-
landed it.
Y'all ate that up. I am Abby this episode because people are always being like, Amelia, why do you have a curse on you? Amelia, like you have such bad luck. I don't understand. And so Ilana's whole like motif of kind of bringing
Yeah.
up like my therapist is gonna be so stressed out by this.
Yeah.
It's like people are confused about like why I keep hitting hard
Oh
times.
my god, the car incident this weekend.
Oh my God. I thought I'd be so responsible, and I was the designated driver home from Hudson, New York. And I go 30 miles over the speed limit for 1 hour so my friend can make the train because he's dog sitting and he's got to get back to the city.
yeah.
Oh, and also there's a man that he didn't know was arriving who needs keys to the house now.
Sorry, Greg. And so it was really stressful. Everybody's drunk. I'm like driving 90 miles per hour in like my friend Richie's old car that was
Richie.
vibrating because it
Love.
fully cannot be going that fast.
Yeah, of course.
And we get there and I'm like, "Ah, perfect. Like I made it.
Oh, you made it on time.
Yeah, we made it on time. Nothing bad happens. I'm
Mhm.
turning out of like the train drop off. A police car starts following me. And I'm like, I'm making the biggest complete stops
Yep.
a world has ever seen.
You're looking both ways.
Yeah. But then he stops me and he pulls me over and he's like, your right headlight's out. I'm going to need your license and registration.
Richie's car.
It's Richie's car.
This is
And
Richie's
now
car.
I have 2 tickets under my name because I was driving with a expired registration, expired by 2 weeks only, and a headlight out. And now I have to show up to court in Tarrytown, New York in 2
Really?
weeks to dispute.
I'm like, the way the Hudson Valley listeners are gonna go crazy for that story.
It's
the
like
amount of towns you draw.
I was trying to,
Yeah.
I was trying to be
Whoa.
so
Take a drink.
thoughtful, and I was being so organized, and everybody in the group chat was being so unorganized this trip, and I was really being mother. And then
Ugh.
it's like, of course,
This is what you get for being mother.
Yeah, don't do
That's
that
part of
again.
being mother
No.
is you got to pay the bills.
Next
and the
time I'm
tickets.
doing hard drugs and I'm showing up late.
Wait, now question: do you feel like is that kind of on Richie though? Because the plates
No,
were
it
expired.
is.
Oh yeah, no, it
Absolutely.
is. And he felt so bad. And he was like, "I'm so sorry."
Like, could you splitsies?
Well,
Yeah.
she's gonna go to court on Thursday, of course.
Well, I'm just gonna go so
Because
he doesn't have to pay.
We're driving. Oh yeah. I see.
It's
I see.
like gonna be totally fine. And he's like, "Of course I'll
I've
pay."
never done that.
But I've never been to
before.
court, and I'm
Oh,
just like,
this will be your first time.
Of course I have to go to Tarrytown court. Like that would only ever happen to
Tarrytown.
me.
Yeah.
Like
it was Sleepy Hollow.
Tarrytown is Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Really?
She has to go to court in Sleepy Hollow.
Do they do like fun Halloween stuff around Halloween?
And they remove your head if you lose.
Yeah. Yeah, in court they decapitate you.
I get
For 2
decapitated
weeks
in
by your
Terry.
place.
It's Sleepy Hollow 2 weeks. So
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. No,
Yeah.
we're cutting to our first break now, and we will see you after the ads.
Breaky Pootski.
okay, let's get into the broad and the butter of this episode.
There's like more
Absolutely.
things I have to tell you about Wisconsin first. So.
I know. Well, we'll chat after. We'll do a little Wisconsin, sip and chat.
You'll sit down. I'll pull up my phone.
Yeah,
computer.
show you the pictures
Yeah.
from your Wisconsin trip to Malibu, Wisconsin.
Okay, we start with the cold open. That was the shot heard around the world. Because first of all, for so long, I don't know if you remember this, but for most of our lives, girls weren't allowed to pee on TV or movie. And then we
She
kind of
doesn't remember clearly.
and then kind of Greta Gerwig was like, no, girls should like get to pee in a show.
Francis
Let girls
Hall.
piss.
Yeah. it doesn't happen in Francis Ha.
No, but if it doesn't happen, it feels like it does.
Yeah, like it's like we never get to see a girl pee, and then like girls came out just as like peeing in the pilot, and we're like, oh my god, I didn't know girls could do that. Like we're breaking the fourth wall.
Wait, what
kind
is
of.
this show you're talking about? This is a different show?
That was
the
HBO
movie-
Girls really quick, and then I was talking about the movie Francis Ha.
Oh, Francis Ha.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
one.
But anyways, to see this mini cuts, to see two girls' bathrooms over the course of a season of winter, summer, I guess winter. Well, I don't know.
Well, by the way, Pride happened somewhere in
Pride
there.
happened.
Yeah.
To see the bathrooms of two girls over time.
I think it's a year. It's just
Yeah.
like random soliloquies.
It
Yeah.
like it was
Sequences.
so
Love.
like shocking as a child, as a teen, to be like girls
Piss.
exist. Girls piss.
Girls go to the bathroom and
Well,
do stuff on the
And
toilet.
a lot of this
Yeah.
episode is about them trying to piss.
So it ties
It ties in.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Genius.
Genius.
Oh my God. Wait. Yeah.
It's like Paul and Lucia should be Emmy Award winners.
Wait, Amelia, do you want to read your
Probably.
bullet points for all the split screens? Okay, so they do a ton of references to earlier seasons
Okay.
in the first sequence. Some of the big ones for me, the call outs were they wore the same t-shirts in the first scene as they wore at the end of the last episode. Cute little
So it
moment.
took us
Okay.
exactly where we were, and then it ended with the outfits they wore to brunch. So it was like literally like
to dinner.
Oh shit. Wait.
to the brunch.
Oh, to
Oh,
the.
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
like
yeah,
they were
yeah.
leaving to
like
go
the
meet up.
first one, we see them in the outfits they wear in the
Well,
season
season
finale of
two.
season
Okay.
two.
When they're
Okay.
leaving dinner.
And then the
Yes.
last one we see before the title sequence is the outfits they show up to brunch.
So it's like, where have our girls been? And that's what they've been up
Yeah.
to.
And they were
in
like,
the
this is
bathroom.
what they've been up to via only seeing them in the bathroom.
I noticed Ilana was asleep on the toilet. Has that ever happened to you? But like in
Good
the way
question.
she was sleeping
Good question.
on it.
I can barely fall asleep in a bed, so no, not on a toilet.
I would never do
I
that.
would never do that. She was doing
That's
a
why
lot
I'm
of
like, I
things.
could never
where I
be
was
her.
like- she was getting eaten out. She was giving head.
Mhm.
There was a lot going on.
Well, my
I
favorite
thought-
call out is that there's a Hillary Clinton book.
Oh yeah, the Hillary Clinton book that Abby reads,
Oh.
and then we see Alana read it
Oh,
next.
like they gave it to each other. Oh wait,
Yeah.
love.
But Hillary Clinton is in this season of the show, so you have to wonder: is this a foreshadow to
Right?
that
Was it a
episode of
foreshadow
TV?
or just a happy
Totally.
accident?
Yeah, or is it a happy accident? Hillary
Sometimes
Clinton.
stuff works like that, where
Yeah.
it's like, well, let's just throw in the Hillary Clinton book.
It was a bit of manifestation, if you will.
Was this was 2016 post-election?
pre-election?
Pre-election, 'cause
So
they filmed-
Hillary Clinton was on mid-season, and it was like part of her campaign team being like, it'll be great
Oh.
to connect with millennial audiences, maybe get the
Damn.
vote out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, she like didn't run again. Was it just like, ugh, it's
we
like
we
that's
figured
hard.
that out on this podcast.
Wait, I'm now realizing
Hillary never ran again.
she never ran again. Was she just like, all right, whatever, I guess.
and let's talk about it.
Yeah, she was like, well, I'm just over it, I guess. Let's just drop it.
I
like,
think it's
okay.
just hard to come back
I guess, yeah.
because they wanted.
Well, she wrote a book called What Happened, and she explains
Okay.
why.
Oh, why she didn't
I
want to
didn't
run
read
again?
it, so I can't speak on it, but I know that
But-
happens in it.
Well,
If
she
I'm
wanted
curious,
the
I
web
could
series with
continue,
her daughter, Chelsea Clinton, as they do clown school and eat at restaurants. And I think that's a bigger priority than running for president of the United States.
Wait, what?
You
Uh,
don't know
they're-
about this?
Wait,
Not
say
in this show,
What?
in life.
In real life, they went to
life-
clown school
Yeah, she did.
post-election
Yeah.
after losing. She
Yeah.
was like,
Losing.
I need to go to clown school. Wait, I need to read
With
this
her
book.
daughter.
With her
was-
daughter?
It was kind of a web series where like
A
Hillary,
web series on HBO. of
like
course.
Hillary and Chelsea
like
like
you're
try
lying to
different
me.
stuff. No.
Oh, it was like, oh, they're trying different stuff. It wasn't like they just went, okay,
It
so it
wasn't
was like,
an entire episode. How they went to clown school in Italy. No, it wasn't.
it was
that.
like,
It's in
let's try
France.
clown school. Let's try
Sorry.
this. Let's
Yeah.
try. Okay, I see.
Really? Let's try
Okay.
pasta.
I was like, whoa, that's a pivot. Yeah. Wait, let's try pasta at this place. Let's go over here
Let's
to
try
clown.
massage. Let's do the
Let's
good
try
things.
massage. Wait, let's try golfing. Let's try kayaking.
I'm in a silly
Yeah,
goofy
literally.
mood.
Okay, so that-
We're having fun, I would say.
I'm sweating through my sweater.
Really? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
You're comfy.
I'm comfy. Shout out comfy.
Yeah. So
Okay, amazing.
amazing
split screen.
cold
Way
open,
to
so
start
fun.
kickoff season 3. Me and Evan
Mhm.
were saying we can tell they had a break because it's like you as an artist, when you have time to rest, you
Yeah.
can come back stronger than ever. And we
Yeah.
really am like, oh, this is a strong start
Well,
to an episode.
yeah.
Like, way to bring it, girls.
like a show like Girls, where it's like you have these large arches over a whole
Mhm.
season, like you kind of have a prior idea of like how you're going to write it. When you're writing a
Mhm.
show like Broad City, where every single episode is a unique premise, it's like, how many unique premises can you come up with that aren't tied to the last episode, right? It's like a completely new thought. You're kind of writing a little short film every single episode.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. It's just like the only thing that's consistent is the two characters. So they do need those natural breaks. Like it's like anything like comedy. Like you just need a new phase. You need to take time away, and then you can come back with all this fresh inspiration, and you can really see that happen in the first episode.
And also you need to like experience life and have those experiences to pull from. So you need to like
Literally
go around the city and goof around to be like, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That's why I'm going to Disney World with my family.
When?
In 3 weeks.
Oh my god.
Are you going?
No, I've never been, and me and my sister are like, we should just do it. Like honestly, I'm to the point where I'm like, I want to hire like a
get a guy
Disney person to be like plan the whole trip for me, and I'm like, however much amount of money, I'm just gonna spend it and like go once and just do it. I want to go so bad.
I'm like, I'm 26 years old. I work full time. Like, why would I go to Florida in March for no reason? And then I was like, because it'll help.
It'll help. It'll help.
It'll inspire me.
No, and it will.
Yeah.
It will. The whole journey there, especially with your family.
Yeah, I'm spending
being there
time
with your family. Are you
my
kidding?
23-year-old sister, my 12-year-old sister, and my stepmom and my dad, who's on a fitness journey.
If anyone drops out, let me know.
I will.
If anyone drops out, I will drop of a hat. I will be at Disney.
I get sick. I call my stepmom. I'm like, Grace is coming.
Yeah. Wait, I have a replacement.
She's brunette.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Her hair is really different this time though.
Yeah. Wait, her hair's peculiar. Peculiar haircut.
She can wear a wig.
Yeah. I'll just
I
get
like
a wig.
your haircut, by the way.
I love it.
I don't know
love
what
it
it was before, but I like that.
It was just a bob. It was essentially just a bob.
But it's different.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like this is shorter.
This is like Pixie.
This is leaning more Pixie than bob, in my opinion. And I do love the haircut. I do. It's more. I was just like,
it's gonna cost you your career. Yeah.
It makes your eyes look bigger.
Yeah,
like in a good way.
Well,
you have such nice eyes.
My glasses do that too. I think because of my prescription.
Are you wearing eyeliner?
That it would be my eyelashes.
Your eyelashes just do that.
I think so. Yes. Well, I mean, because I don't
She's
have.
naturally gorgeous.
For the folks that for the folks at home, you know how you can put eyeliner on your top waterline and it like looks like that. So that just happens naturally for her. So that's cool.
It's a German. It's the German in you.
It's the German in me. Yes, the gorgeous
What happened
to me? Well, it's the Norwegian.
It's the Norwegian
or the Irish or something. It's the mix of the two.
Okay, let's move on to Michelle Buteau working at the pretentious brunch stop.
They're arriving to a brunch restaurant, and then I like to say
it's called Gali.
Gali. Do you think that's Israel? Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I love a door bitch. There's hostesses and then there's door bitch. This is door bitch.
Door bitch.
Yeah.
I love a door bitch.
Very different job.
In a blouse with a shirt under.
Oh wait, also who's the actress that plays the
Michelle Buteau.
Michelle Buteau.
Later they do Babes together.
Yes. Yeah. And was this her first time on the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
On
Oh, it
Broad
was?
City.
Okay.
Yeah. And you feel like it's a very natural person to have in there.
Yeah.
This show does a great job of like having cameos of people before they blow up.
Oh my god, yeah. Bowen Yang, spoiler.
Yang.
Sorry, spoiler.
No,
He's
please
in
go
it.
ahead.
And again, when did he get on SNL? Sorry to skip ahead.
Like
2020.
Like 4 years after this episode came out.
Okay, so this was kind of like this was before that. Okay.
I literally have a bullet
before.
point called like the birth of Bowen.
Okay, sorry. We'll get there. I'm just so eager.
Great.
Fuck, you're speeding through my bullets. So anyways, we're at the door. The girls are meeting up. She's got her urban top on.
We're kind of making a commentary on the pretentious brunch. Like the millennial brunch in the city was such an era that existed. Like girls,
it's avocado toast.
Girls pokes fun of it at it too. It's like the avocado toast era. It's the bottomless mimosa culture.
Yes.
It's so funny. Alana's just read a really sad article and she's like, the tragedy of the worlds aren't okay.
Yes.
And then they're like, what the fuck? They're out of bottomless mimosas.
Yes, which is like an experience I've had as well. Like almost like to a T. Yeah.
Yeah. It was giving relatable and
It's giving relatable.
It's giving relatable.
Yeah, but also at this time, Ilana has dropped her key through to sewer grade, but instead of Akko, but she has to make a choice. Is she going to get her key now or after brunch? And she chose it after brunch.
Which is, I would do too.
I would do too.
I'd be like, well, the table.
And
that's not going to go anywhere,
except
is it?
the mole woman, or the mole person.
Oh, the mole
really
person.
But they waited until after lunch to kind of grab it.
Well, the mole person only wanted the gum.
Right.
So the key would have just sat there anyway.
No, yeah, you're right.
I know. But I would say, it's snowing out. Sorry. Oh, it's so magical.
Oh, beautiful.
Now I have no thoughts.
Yeah.
We lost Evan.
Her giant bike chain also, I feel like we should mention.
It's a real
12
statement.
pound.
12-pound bike chain. Is that
But she said it's nothing compared to the chain of these women.
yes, that they have to like
They always have to tie feminism into it.
they also what they have to like ask their husbands to if they
To
can
leave the
leave or
house,
something.
yeah.
So
Wow.
it's a burden she
Whoa.
carries.
Wow.
And Ilana was like, sorry, I'm late. I had to masturbate after reading that. And it's like so many, it's like when I saw that as a kid, I was like, what are they talking about? It's like the amount of people that are like, sorry, I'm late. I was masturbating. Like for dinner plans, it's like totally.
It's much
Totally.
easier to transition between spaces after you've come.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of dopamine, and then you're like, okay, I'm actually ready to go to a housewarming.
They're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm late to the open mic. I had to rub one out.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to get a little.
Well, it's phonetic
little upper.
energy. You need to turn into kinetic energy.
It's a release.
Yeah, it's a release.
It's a release, yeah.
Yeah. You
I
just
wouldn't
concentrate
know,
better.
but
And I find it more energizing. I was just talking about this literally yesterday. It's like, do you masturbate to go to sleep or to wake up?
Both.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
Okay, if I masturbate to fall back asleep. I can go to
It's-
sleep fine, but if I wake up in the middle of the night, there's all this like I immediately wake up because of cortisone with so much energy and
Cortisone.
aging. Yeah. And a good way to release it is through self-pleasure.
it's kind of the
Yeah.
same thing as like, do you shower in the morning or shower at night? Because
Yeah.
it's like, does it wake you up or does it make you sleepy?
Yeah, you
What's
want to get
your
your
ants?
sheets like dirty or clean. I feel like recently it's been like to wake me up.
To wake you up.
Yeah.
It's masturbate or coffee to masturbate.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Which one do I prefer?
To wake up.
Probably masturbate.
Masturbate and then you get a cup of Joe.
And then I'm like, holy shit. And then I'm like, oh my God. And then immediately run to the bathroom to pee. Because I haven't learned how to squirt yet. Which is apparently a thing everyone can fucking do. Did not know that.
I don't think everyone in Greenpoint has cracked the code, but everyone in Bushwick has.
I think that haircut will change everything for that.
You think I can squirt now because of my haircut?
Yeah.
So even if you don't get that movie role,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
squirting.
Yeah.
So I won. Yeah, no, I was like, wait, we're all squirting. Okay, noted. They're like, when you feel like you have to pee, keep going. I'm like, that's terrifying. I can't keep going. I was like, no.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, which we can get into more, but we don't
No,
have to.
please
Let's,
no.
Please stop.
let's talk about the
the wa-
pop-up shop. So they try to
What's
get
a warehouse sale?
the warehouse sale. Is that what it is?
It's
Was
a
that
warehouse
next?
sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
classic sample sale in New York City.
Which
Sample
I was
sale.
first introduced to this culture in Wizards of Waverly Place when they went to the
crazy 15-minute
crazy
sale.
10-minute sale. The Gigi when Gigi was there.
Yeah, of course.
Let's also learn Wizards of Waverly Place here in New York. Place
Literally,
here. Did not know that. I
you're
just
walking down Waverly Place. You're like,
yeah, I was like,
It feels magical.
Yeah, I was
I don't know what about it.
Wizards.
You're getting a subway.
some people move here for Sex in the City, but for you it was Wizards.
Wait, fuck. So why? So everyone's like, you gotta watch Girls, you gotta watch Sex and the City, you gotta watch
Yeah.
Broad City, but no one mentions Wizards of
Wizards
Waverly,
of
Place.
That's what they're not
I'm
bringing
gonna
up.
add that to the watch
know.
list.
That is on the watch list.
It is so confusing to grow up, move here, and be like, that sandwich shop was huge.
Oh
Like,
yeah. In their
Overhead
apartment,
alone.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
overhead
yeah.
alone. I
Overhead
can't even
alone.
imagine. But the flash sale, Abby, of course, is looking for the perfect outfit for the art show later. And
Mhm.
it's very aggressive in there. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's racing to get a deal. Bowen Yang is working the pop-up. And they're
Yes.
like, hey, Bowen, like, is there bathrooms here? And they're like, no, bitch. This
Yeah.
is a pop-up.
Yeah. And then he
I-
gets
I will say
attacked.
it's a generational thing, right? So my mom, I remember she told me she would go to like some sample sales growing up. They had this level of hysteria walking in, right? It's like older women, for
Uh-huh.
some reason, when they see a 90% off sale, they're going for it.
They're buying it even though they don't
Because they have
need
so much
it.
pent up tension. It's like they can't release it at their job.
They're not masturbating.
No, they're not masturbating. They have kids
of
to
the shame
worry
and the
about.
guilt, yeah.
Exactly. But
The shame and the guilt. So they buy. So they purchase. They consume.
Well, it is like Gen Z, I think, doesn't give a fuck, but it's also like Gen Z girls whose whole thing is thrifting will go to the Goodwill like
Yes.
bins and act like
Right.
this.
Yes. So now this is transferred to bins.
Yeah.
It's
But this
transferred
is
to
still a
bins.
thing that's happening.
oh, every day.
Now a sample
Yeah.
sale, is that like a store? Like they're not the final item. It's like a.
Good question. So when
It's
they
like-
make a product, they'll make something called like the samples of the product beforehand. So it's only specific sizes,
Oh,
but they'll
I
make
see.
like a large quantity of it to try it out, wear it,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they sell those at a much larger discount.
Because it's like, oh, maybe
But
they're
that's what
like,
it
we
used
want to
to
change the
mean.
color, we want to do the
Yeah,
so they do
exactly.
tweaks. So the final product is actually
yeah,
different
always
in the
like even a
store.
retail product.
But
Okay.
They don't even do that anymore. Though.
I
Like,
always thought
yeah,
people
it's a
our age
surplus.
would like that's what we would decide to do on a weekend. Like when
Yeah,
I
let's
imagine
go to the
living in New
sample
York, it's like it
pop-up.
was going to there. But then it's like the only thing I've seen since I lived here was when
holding her body close.
Busy
What happened?
when Busy Phillips and her ex-husband were like selling their New York house. Busy was like selling everything in the house, and we walked past it on our way to see Molly and Max in the Future, the Sasha Mamet sci-fi comedy. And all these women
It's the
were lined
indie
up,
you
but
didn't
they were
book.
2 generations above us that were lining up for business.
No, there's a lot of kids there.
Yeah, kids with their mothers.
No, like people our age too.
Oh, I didn't see that.
27-year-olds kids.
So they're going to the bins nowadays. So they're going to the bins. These
No,
pop
I
ups.
actually
This is
think
for the
Amelia's
older
wrong.
generation.
I really have to say, she said that. But I'm like, people are still going to sample sales all the time.
It's just
26
not me.
It's just not you.
Is it a bunch of different brands?
Great. Yeah. So it's actually what it was is it used to be like they used to just, it was a pop up in this space, they were saying.
Yeah.
So it used to be more of like empty storefront. You would have a sale there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's actually become a lot more corporate. So the products are not as good. The sales are not as good as they once were. Like this is living in the apex of like when brands would be like, we have all this surplus. We just need to get it out the door so we can get ready for the next season. Everything's on crazy discount.
Yeah.
Now brands are kind of either planning for sample sales and also there's it's way more structured. So now there's a specific brand called 260 in New York. And they just like have a storefront. They have 2 locations, like one in Upper East and one in Soho, I believe. And they just like every single day of the week they have a sample sale, or like at least Wednesday through Sunday they have a sample sale going on. So yeah, you just follow that if you like really love a brand and care about them. Except if you are living in New York, a lot of the local brands will have their own sample sales. So like El Lauda will have their Brooklyn sample sale in Brooklyn at their store, at their factory. Yeah.
I'm on
that's what you need to know.
I'm in the know.
Well, you wanted a new wardrobe. Right,
You're right.
exactly. But it's
But
like the
is
ugliest
it
clothing on earth.
Cheaper now, or is now because they're like aware of it? Do they not discount it as much
It's
as it
still
used to be?
discounted. So like I've gone it, but like you're getting Vivienne Westwood stuff, but it's still like it's the ugly stuff. It's like no one wanted to buy this, and that's how they're selling it at the
I
store.
see.
There's like 2 good items that they like put on their Instagram story to attract everyone in the door. But
Yeah.
once you get there, it's like those are obviously gone.
And they're also in select sizes,
Right, exactly.
Right? Okay, so
Yeah.
I
Do
probably
you-
won't find anything there.
Do you guys
Probably won't
think
go.
the best way to shop is desperate and in a time crunch?
Oh my god, I
Yes.
loved that line. I was like, holy shit, because I feel like that's how I've been grocery shopping all my life. Is desperate, is like just so hungry and in a time crunch where I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to eat in 5 seconds or I'm going to freaking scream my eyes out.
Girls on TikTok are always like, eat protein before you grocery shop or else you're going to buy crazy shit.
And they're right. You should eat before 100% because then I'm like, wait, this, because I'm always thinking, well, what sounds good right now?
Right, exactly.
And you're not planning for like, okay, well, what am I going to want to eat throughout the week? And I'm
And you're
like, well,
like-
right now it's just a Kraft mac and cheese. I just need food.
You got a lot of chili lime, like whatever. Is that Trader? I'm always buying
what chili lime products you buy at Trader
the
Joe's?
the
Chili
twirly,
lime?
the
The
curly thing.
mangoes?
No,
Oh, the pork
chip.
rinds.
The chip. Whenever I go to a grocery store hungry, I'm buying like Catalina Crunch. Like
Yep.
I'm buying like everything that I don't need.
You're buying the stuff you can eat right then and there.
exactly.
And
and
that's
I,
why.
Exactly.
I eat it in the store.
Yep,
If
exactly.
you don't think I'm popping a draft latte,
I'm scared of
Yeah,
that.
never go to a Trader Joe's with low blood sugar because you're gonna
Mm-mm.
crash out there and you get something so ridiculous.
Carrot juice.
Mhm.
Carrot juice.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So you need to eat before. But now shopping, like for clothing,
I think this is a good thing actually.
that I don't know if I've been like, oh wait, no, that's
Yeah, so
I have done that, and that's not good because
But the
it'll
worst
be
thing
bad.
you can do when shopping is not have a vision already. Because
Yes,
if you
100%.
stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything.
100%.
If you don't know you're looking for this top for this event, you're going to be convinced to buy this from Garage. And it's like, no, you can't.
can I take the other side of the couch? I actually think it's good to go sometimes shopping when you're desperate because it'll push you to go outside your comfort zone because you just have to buy whatever is there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna buy like a little bit more of a served item if it's like in front of you and that's all you have access to, and it forces you out of your boundaries and you might discover that you really love that top.
Wait, this is true. I
I
actually
see
have
this every day.
like perfect scenario for this.
Hugging myself.
I know, you're like
Obsessed sleeping
freaking
on the
out.
couch.
I was like, like the first ever movie I was in, we got into like Tribeca Film Festival, and so I came here, and I knew I was going to be on a red carpet. Mind you, it was the tiniest red carpet ever, but I thought it was like I was like,
Was there a step and repeat?
Yeah, there's a step and repeat,
Okay,
but
then
it
you're
was like
fine.
it was this big. But I was like, oh,
It's all vertical.
yeah, it was a vertical step and repeat. It was for vertical.
FML.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. So I knew I was going there, and I was like, fuck, what should I wear? Because like, you see all these like method theme red carpet stuff nowadays. Of course, they're wearing like couture runway
Right.
stuff, and I'm like, wait, I want to give that for this comedy movie, whatever. And I was like, I want to give that so bad. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll just go shopping before the red carpet. I'm in New York City. I'll be in New York City. Never have been there before in my life. This was like 2 years ago or something, or a year ago or whatever.
Times Square, Route 21.
Soho. I was in Soho, and I was like, and actually, yeah, I went to Forever 21. Went to Forever 21 Urban.
Couture,
Let me
Forever
show you what
21.
I was wearing too. I have it pinned because also I need to show you this. Like, I was so excited. It was my first Getty image ever. I like ran to that. I'll
Please.
describe
No,
the
no,
outfit before.
please.
and then
And
reveal.
whatever. So I was like, I'm in New York City. It's like, I'm going to buy whatever. I'll spend however much money. Like the red carpet is in however long. I need to get the outfit, put it on, and then go. So before I went, I did have one like white ribbed bodysuit that I was wearing and I got that at a mall, the mall in Wisconsin, the Oakwood Mall. I got
Period.
that from Express or something. So I'm wearing that. It's like thick tank top, ribbed,
Cute.
white.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we need something with this. So I think we go to like Urban Outfitters. We get a long denim skirt, ombre, from light wash to dark wash.
Cool.
I'm like this, and like alone, I'm like, okay, that skirt's like cunty. We can work with that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, for sure. And I knew I was also going to be wearing my green platform Crocs.
Oh, girl, Getty's gonna love you.
So it was like green platform Crocs, ombre skirt, ribbed tank
Right.
top on top. And then I was like, wait, I feel like naked. I
It
need
needs
something
one
on top.
more.
So on top, Forever 21 had a little micro mesh bright orange crop top that I wore.
A micro mesh orange crop top is crazy.
And I was like, yeah, I was very much giving JoJo Siwa at like the Kids' Choice Awards.
Right.
Like I was very much giving that. Also, and I'll show
released a
you.
pop
I'll show
album.
you. I go to the website. I'm like, I'm gonna post this, and everyone from my high school is gonna think I'm so fucking cool. Here's the picture. This
Oh.
girl is so jolly and so happy to
You
be
look
here.
fierce as fuck, though.
I mean, this picture's a little better.
No, that's
I
way
just-
cuter.
Wait, turn it to camera.
Okay.
Actually, go up to the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah, wait, going up to camera. So for the yeah. This is her. I just keep this. Whoops. I keep this on my story because
Oh
this
my
picture.
God.
This picture cracks my friends up. Oh, can it focus? This picture cracks my friends up like so much. Like it's so
It's
very-
funny.
it's they have
It's
energy.
kombucha girl energy.
This I'm just like I always leave it here because I always want to like reference it, and then it's like, and that was like.
The Getty watermark, and I love that they added it to the Deadline article.
Oh yeah, this was like our announcement for moving in together. It was like it was like a gag thing. But now it's like anytime I reference this picture, I'm like, I need it easily accessible. So
Right.
I that's why I put it on.
It's always shocking to see what could happen on camera.
I was so excited. And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't post this anywhere. I can't show anyone this. I was like,
Anytime we get our photos done, we're like, this is gonna change our life,
Yup.
and then it's always in the wrong direction.
and honestly, I needed that because I was like, I'm in New York City and going to red carpet. Humbled me.
Right.
That's what I looked
Right.
like the whole night.
No, you're like,
felt
okay,
like a-
chapter one.
Well,
We're in
it's definitely
chapter
a
one.
comedy,
Yeah.
girl. It was
Yeah.
definitely a comedy.
Yeah, and I felt also like the platform Crocs are huge. Like I felt like I was like 6'4". Like
You're fairly tall.
I
to
felt
begin
like a
with.
huge like giant. I was walking around like I look like a clown. I feel like a giant. I was like, I'm
Me
so
in a Milwaukee airport.
I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I was like, this was a mistake.
Everyone looks like you in a Milwaukee airport.
Yeah. Everyone looks like that in Milwaukee. or the Sheboygan, the Malibu.
The Malibu to Southwest.
Yeah, the Malibu. But the micro with the collar, like, oh my God.
I like the instincts are good.
I was like, to quote
Well, I'm always
girls.
curious who's
what
buying
does she
that
say?
type of clothing, and it's like it's girls getting ready for their first red carpet in New York City.
That's not what they expected any of those items to be. Like also like texture wise, like the rib versus like the mesh.
Yeah.
Like it was like
And would you kind of say Ashley Tisdale's early work inspired you?
I would say Disney. I was definitely pulling Disney Channel,
Right.
and I was trying to do something. And
I think you accomplished it.
I think the effort
And did you
is
notice
notable.
the photo was vertical? I
The
mean,
And we were noticing the photo was vertical. for noticing that. I was in no
Grace
group
has
shot.
got up and left the couch.
Yeah. No group shot. They did not want me in it. I said, that's fine. I only had a couple lines anyways. I wasn't a big part of this.
No biggie.
No biggie. No
We
biggie,
edit
guys.
it every time you talk, the video goes vertical.
Yeah, I was actually exclusively in vertical. Like when they cut to a phone and then I'm in it. That's where I was in it. They were like, we should keep her in the format she's most comfortable in. They were like, do not
So don't.
turn it.
She's a character actress.
Anytime
You
they
can't take
turned
her
it,
seriously.
I'd scream and I'd tell them, and I whip it back in place. Be like, bitch, I'm vertical. Vertical only.
Oh,
kill me.
My God. Okay. Is finding a place to pee hard? Literally.
Well, let's talk about Bo and Yang for a damn second.
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean, we already did.
Kind of did.
Girl, what girl
Let's
are
move
you?
on. Girl, what girl are you?
Alana peeing in the street was so Jessa peeing in the street in Girls.
That's what I said that too. Here's the thing. The way they interact with the cops. So Jessa in Girls, she's peeing in the street. She's with Adam. She's already like kind of pissed off. The cops are like, you can't pee in the street. She goes, leave me to bloke alone. Leave me bloody alone.
Oh, bloke. Leave me bloke alone. Sort of
I was scared too.
British-esque term.
She's
Leave
like,
me London Bridge alone.
her tower is falling.
Yeah. I'm fucking pissing it.
Right. But she goes to jail from that interaction.
Oh, right.
She gets thrown in jail. But Ilana, she is
Alana's like doing squats.
just doing squats.
Yeah.
She throws it off. That is a thing with police in the city. The one piece of advice I can give everyone when you interact with policemen, act as dumb as you possibly can, and also never tell them you have your ID. And that way, that's the best way to get out of every situation.
You don't have your
I
ID.
don't have my idea. I was just going on a walk. Like,
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Because they can't look you up in the system so
if you don't
easily
have
without your ID, even if you have it on
Oh,
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Cops scare the shit out of me, and I'm white.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even from the episode. She's just saying that.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
from
yeah.
personal experience.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's very brave of you to
Yeah.
say.
I actually have to be honest. When the cop pulled me over, and by the way, I've never been pulled over. So when the cop
Really?
happened, it's like the kind of thing where it's,
Really?
Well, yeah, you seem dangerous. You seem like a
That is
dangerous
the
driver.
She's wearing
world.
a mesh crop top.
I'm wearing Jello cake skirt.
No, I got the jello cake skirt, and I was like, "This girl's a reckless
a
driver."
ribbed tank top.
Yeah, rib tank top. By the way, bodysuit,
Yeah.
so it was up my ass the whole night. Watched a
girl's
movie.
dangerous.
There is
Sat-
nothing more painful than watching a movie with that up your it's like
Yes.
oh, it's hitting the cervix.
I was like, I can't enjoy this movie. I was like, I was just envisioning the like colossal amount of shit that
Yeah.
was just caked up on the freaking
I
thing.
watched Challengers in a bodysuit, and I hated the
At
film.
least you get to learn about your
Wait,
anatomy.
really?
I
'Cause
hated the
feel
film
like it
because
would
my body
kinda-
hurt. And
Honestly, at that point, I would start like rocking. I'd start rocking. I'd start rocking
You're
with
like,
the bodysuit.
if it works, it
Is
works.
it orgasm or coffee?
Yeah, you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, she masturbated. So she's a masturbator sleeper.
It's so rude when Michelle Bateau doesn't let them pee, even though they were just in there. But it is like kind of a thing.
Oh, that was hilarious when she was like, okay, so if you were a customer 2 months ago, you can just come in and it's like, oh my God, girl, I love
do.
you.
If I've ever eaten somewhere, I get to pee there. And I always walk in like I run
Here's
the
the
place.
thing: if you wear like a cool enough outfit and you walk in and you're like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" They'll say
If
yeah.
you walk in
With my
and
comfy?
with a neon comfy,
I have to shit.
But you know
A
what?
mesh crop top.
You should always go into an Italian establishment because their family they treat you like family.
They treat you like family.
And I'm not kidding you.
True.
Like when I had to pee and it's like, oh well, there's a pasta restaurant. They'll let me in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My roommate Max said if you just like anytime he has to go to the bathroom, he's like, I'm going to shit myself right now and it's going to be really bad. They'll just be like, okay, Jesus, go.
I wouldn't,
Whoa.
the thing is, it's like I'd rather shit myself than have to tell someone that.
Really?
No, I love
Yeah.
I love the instinct. Like, oh, you spear mongering. You spear mongering.
I'm going to shit myself and you're going to have to clean it up. So would you rather have me do it in the toilet or do it right here on the floor because it's about to be really bad? Or do you think as a woman, can you say like, there's period
I'm
blood
about
all
to
over
bleed
me?
out.
Yeah, I'm about to bleed out.
Bleed out.
I'm about to bleed out like a threat. I'm about to bleed out, bitch. I'm bleeding out right now.
Meanwhile, there's been Pilates classes where I'm at where like I'm on the reformer like doing like the splits open and I can tell like my period has just arrived
Yep.
and I am truly bleeding out and I'm like, can you please not look at my form
I'm
today?
bleeding out right now.
Because I'm like, there's no way I'm missing 3 minutes. Like I'm gonna be uneven on my right side if I leave and step out and come
Oh
back.
my God.
So I'll
kills
just
me.
like let myself bleed.
Oh, when Lincoln does call, sorry, not to steal
No,
for you from this
finish.
moment, but when
Oh,
Lincoln does
yeah.
call, being like, Ilana, did you forget about my graduation? She goes, no, of course I didn't forget about
Yeah,
your
we're on our
graduation.
way.
We're on
We're
our
literally
way.
on our way.
it perfectly summarizes again. It's like I thought we lost Lincoln as a character in this show because we hadn't seen him in the last 2 episodes. Of course, I knew he wasn't lost, but like
He was found.
he found.
You will be found.
But it's a beautiful reminder. It's like how nonchalant a 23-year-old can be about
Him being
I was
like,
trying to-
"Are you coming?" And she's like, "Not yet. Say something
Yeah.
dirty to me."
Yeah, say something dirty.
He's like, "I'm really excited to graduate trapeze school."
Yeah. Which that was hilarious. Was that set up in the previous episodes that he was a
No.
no,
trapeze?
he's just doing
But
But it
something.
is so New York City for your one friend with a normal job to be like in adult hip hop or like, you know, like
Pottery
everybody
101.
everybody's like, I learned to make pasta at a hotel lobby
Yeah,
this week. Like,
and I'm at
it's so-
graduation. Come, let me make you my pasta. And you're like, okay, yeah.
I will say the most upsetting thing about the graduation sequence for me is that he's like, I'm taking this class because Carrie Bradshaw took this class.
Yeah. He's like the Carrie in me,
The
and then
Carrie in
Miranda
me.
was like, but the Carrie in me was like, do it.
But Carrie's in this show, her graduation is that she has to release from one man's arms. Or she has to release from the pole and grab another man's arms. All Lincoln has to do is swing back and forth twice.
Just dropped. I know. Wait,
The way
that's
he
so
drops
funny.
so safely too.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah, and everyone's clapping. Yeah, like that was graduation. And I was also like, wait, where is this happening? Because I kind of wanted to do that
Yeah.
too.
That
I
is
was
on
like,
the
wait.
West Side Highway, but there's a place in Hasidic Williamsburg.
No, is that skill? Is that a skill? Like, will that help you in life with anything else?
you
maybe
could put that on your resume for your acting.
Yeah, you get bucks.
I do horizontal trapeze work. I do horizontal or vertical, depending.
It's like, oh my god, you're booked on the Sex and the City reboot.
Yeah. You're on, girl. You're the instructor. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm just doing flips, grabbing people, falling safely into a net.
It cracked my ass up when the way they get Lincoln to leave the scene is his mom calls and he's like, "Oh yeah, it went well. I swung and everything."
Yeah. Oh, that was so sweet. That
Like
was really sweet.
his mom knew he was graduating trapeze school today.
Yeah,
and
it was
calling to check
awesome.
in.
Well, we do it 10 seconds earlier too, but the next scene, I love how they start every scene with the most insane line you've ever heard, and then they continue on whatever the scene's premise is.
Oh wait, yeah, we didn't even mention. What did they say? Abo. When calling her for the
Yeah.
table, Abo. I'm sorry. Like I love shit like that. Where it's like, I'm sorry. Do you mean Abby? Oh yeah. The table's ready. Like was she doing that just to be
She was doing
annoying?
it on purpose because later when they try and use the bathroom, they're like, "We're never coming to this establishment again, except if we need to throw a party because the back patio is awesome."
Yeah. The back patio's
And
just
then
great.
she's like, "Okay, bye, Abbo."
yeah, she's like,
Like, all right,
But they
bitch.
walk into the next sequence where they're like, we really need to pee. The whole sequence when she goes to
Oh,
the porta
the
potty.
work
But the
thing.
first thing that Ilana says is, did you know that Steve Jobs was stinky and had a bad attitude? And then they continue on with the scene. And they do that 3 other
Oh.
times in this episode where it's like they walk into a scene. The one before this, Abby's like, "Oh my god, my friend just told me about this amazing article. My friend's the internet." And then they're like, and then they start talking about a sample sale. And it's like, what the hell is
My
going
friend
on?
is in the internet, and then and then Alana's just like, and then they just like keep going. She's like,
Every line in this episode was a joke. Like, not one of them wasn't hilarious.
Well, it's like if you've ever run I see so many sketches on TikTok where it's like someone saying, "Is this the most insane line you've ever heard?" And then it's the premise of the sketch, and it's like that is just like how I guess it is.
that is how I guess that we're learning about writing today.
Yeah, we're learning about writing today.
learn about writing through
It's
watching Girls
beautiful.
and Broad City.
I am okay. So they pee in the porta potty, and of course, while Abby's in it, it gets lifted by a crane onto the truck.
Mhm.
The way Abby's accent comes out, and she's like porta potty.
Oh really? Wait, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Porta potty. Porta potty.
She's like, "I'm in the porta potty."
Wait, what is her accent? What
I
is
don't
that?
know.
'Cause What is
Pennsylvania.
that? Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
Porta potty. The porta potty.
She's transatlantic.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, and we lost.
And
And, we're live.
And I actually just erased that whole episode.
Thank God.
Yeah. Let's get back to just talking about Wisconsin and Summerfest, please.
But anyways, she makes it out of the truck, but then Ilana gets attacked to the truck, and then they run. It is so funny when Abby and Ilana are freaking out, and Abby calls out to Ilana, "Abby! I mean Ilana!"
Wait, yeah, that's what like threw me. I was like, wait, I forgot whose name. What the fuck's
You're like,
going
"Girl,
on?
girl," you're
Yeah, I
like,
was like,
"Well,
girl,
they
what
don't
girl
even
are-"
know."
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, I will say it's like watching the scene. It's like when men do physical comedy, that's regressive. Like we've seen them do that for decades now. When a woman does physical comedy, that's progression.
Holy shit, that's
Me
revolutionary.
watching the new Amy
Yeah.
Schumer movie, being like, "I love it when a girl like eats cake with her hands."
You're like, revolutionary. Which also, let's just say something here. The Amy Schumer movie, Pregnancy,
Wait,
Alana's movie, Pregnancy.
babes. Yeah,
Is it
it's
Turns
a real
out
theme.
when women get famous enough that execs will give them money to tell stories, they will finally tell the story of what it's like to be a mother, which has never been told before.
I know. I was like,
I fully
mean,
forgot.
yeah.
We have to shed light on the fact that for decades and decades and decades,
There's been mothers.
moms were giving birth, but they weren't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
I was
finally,
like, oh, T.
Finally,
Tea.
Alana and Amy get to speak on it, and that's
Thank
it.
God. And baby mama Amy Poehler, Tina Fey.
Yeah, but we
Baby
don't even
mama.
get to
That's
find out
about
about the
surrogacy,
birth.
really.
True. It's mostly like the
It's mainly about Jack Shepard.
the pre stuff.
That pregnancy movie's mostly about Dak Shepard.
At least it was for me.
right. Freak out.
The
Well-
truck driver watching porn. Sorry.
Oh, wait, I will say something. I mean, obviously, this makes like for good story and good writing, but like so much of Broad City is them actually like doing shit, like chasing after her. I would have been like, oh, well, that's kind of out of my hands. I guess I'll like call the police or something. I'd be like, just like text me when you get to a stop sign.
Yeah,
Like,
But
or-
Abby's gonna run.
yeah, but Abby's running, and that's I think where we differ. Is I would have been like, oh, well, I mean, really, what can I do?
Right. Well,
I
that's why it's
kinda
hard
be-
when
yeah.
you write something because sometimes you just say the most ridiculous thing you've ever thought of, or like do the most absurd. Like,
Yeah.
your natural brain isn't always active in a comedy process, especially
Yeah.
like writing like an episode of TV or something, because you're like, oh, I would never fucking do that a million years. What are you talking about? But it's like actually that character has to do the most deranged thing that could ever happen in order to
Right.
make a good episode of TV.
Well, and it's also I think
Defy logic.
they sharpened their comedic tool in UCB, and UCB like teaches a lot about how you can't be talking heads. So if you're in a scene, you need to be doing something.
Oh, yeah.
And a huge thing when you're writing anything is like, well, what's the action of the scene? What's the blocking of the scene? We don't want two characters talking and doing nothing. Like, is one making breakfast? Is one doing this? Like,
Oh, I
you want to
see.
see them in
And
movement.
that's why girls are always doing their makeup and telling the most insane story you've ever told in your whole
But
life.
that's why on TikTok, not to talk about vertical again,
Of
but it's
course,
like why
yeah,
these
yeah.
girls are always putting on concealer. It's because we need action. If they just sat there and talked, their video wouldn't do well.
Or like cutting a fruit.
Yeah. Or like there's this one guy. I
Wait, they're
knew-
improvisers and they don't even know it.
Literally, there's this one
They
comic in
talk.
LA who tells all his jokes while washing a dish, like a fake dish, and every single reel he's washing a fake dish.
Oh my God, I love that. See, that's what I'm finding out
Wow.
about the comedy scene is like, it actually is, it feels like the most free art form where like you can do anything. Like you can tell your jokes while just washing a dish.
Shout out to Dan.
Or you can like, I mean, not to reference the last episode, but do like the masturbate over the American flag. Like, and like that's your one man show. Like you can do that.
Yeah, but the problem is then you have to tell all your jokes while washing a dish.
But that could just be your one special,
that's
and then
true.
you could move
That's
on,
true, that's
and then
true,
you
that's
could
true.
do folding laundry.
you
can-
build. You're
you could do
escalating.
So many different things
That's
you
a
could
really
do.
good one.
Should I just do that and like just steal this whole thing?
Start making videos where it's like you're
We
folding
kind of messed
a
up this
sheet.
podcast. We should have been.
We should have
been
been-
doing my
yeah.
laundry.
This is the biggest issue.
Fuck, yeah.
But
That's okay.
The whole thing with a podcast is that
Next season.
the people listening get to be doing their laundry.
You're right. So
Whoa.
sort of we're bringing them into our improv group, like look, we're the talking heads, but they're
They're
the
the
action.
action.
That's so brilliant,
that.
Amelia.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
a relationship between the
It's a
if
listener.
you're
relationship.
sauteing something right now, thank you.
Yum, love, saute away.
Okay, we've got to keep going. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Yes, that's a great line.
Maxan. So in Girls, they are always coming up with the funniest names, and in Broad City, they do it as well, but less. But it was so satisfying. Like,
It's really hard. Every
it's not
funny name's been
Maxine,
taken.
it's Maxan.
Maxan.
I recognize you from Abby's Instagram. Side bangs and top knot, the heel is heels. So the whole thing of them at the art. Can we skip ahead to that?
Yeah. What?
Wait, yeah.
what
Did we
else is
miss?
gonna
Was
happen?
there
Oh,
the porta potty that getting attached? Oh, the porn.
oh, the truck driver watching porn.
Who
The guy
cares?
being like nice ass, and she's like, "Yeah, I know," is really showing Abby's character growth over the last 2 seasons.
yeah.
Because in the
It is.
pilot, she was insecure
That was
and
Grace's
shy
point. You
about
just stole
her,
Grace's point.
about her ass, and
That was
Alana
not
was
my point.
Alana was always like gassing her up, like ass of an angel, and she's like, "Oh my god, nobody look at me." But this time, she's like, "Yeah, I
Wow.
fucking know," and
Yeah.
it's
They
like
love a bit.
Everybody tells me.
Alana's fucking like made her come out of her shell and really stand in her power.
Wait, that's
Whoa,
beautiful.
whoa.
Friendship is amazing like that.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, truck driver is always doing everything but drive a car.
Oh, and it is
Just drive
like,
the truck.
What
of
would
course
you-
they're watching
I
porn.
mean, I drove by a truck truly yesterday. The man had like, you know the string lights that everyone had in 2020
Yes,
that like
the
changed
LED.
color?
Yeah.
Blinking, going crazy inside his car. He had a disco ball. And
Awesome.
he was drinking the largest thing I've ever seen.
He's sitting
gulp.
in there. He's like, I stayed there. Disco. That's
Yeah, so they do show up at the art gallery. I do.
Oh, and what is Oi
Oi.
Boy? Was that the guy
No, it
with the
was just something-
shirtless?
No, shirtless Jewish man. It said oi, and then an amazing second word I wish I could remember.
My brain filtered him out.
Are you really?
The gay guy who was bald and
I
Jewish.
was focused on the
And
woman.
shirtless.
And shirtless.
Completely shirtless. And doesn't he go up to Ilana and he's like, he has like a cane.
He's a bat.
Oh, a bat. And he's like, or is it, I don't know.
No,
Or he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, I love whatever. I don't know. Or he's like chic
I
or something.
love my brain.
How did you miss that?
Because
That's
I was focused on Maxanne's heel is heels.
And see, I didn't even really clock
We all
those
pick
until
up
the
on one
end.
thing. Thank God we all watched the episode.
Yeah, thank God we all.
Through
Yeah.
our own ways.
Yeah. Because
Like,
like,
so what did the man do?
He's
He
just
was
kind of sassy
there.
figure who's supposed to be like a piece
Sassy
of art.
figure,
He's
yeah.
a sassy figure who's supposed to be a piece of art.
oh, he was part of the show.
Yeah, he's part of the show.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was giving tiny furniture when they go to the art show, and Lena Dunham confronts the roommate
Well, it's
that she
very
doesn't
Mimi
live in.
Rose Howard, the whole thing.
Oh, that too.
Yes.
I guess it's very like pretentious New York art.
Well, I think
Like she painted it for 2 years
Yeah.
with the back of a feather pen.
Yeah,
Like,
which I love that.
I think before we had like brand activation events, so we're like Poppy's doing a party at a laundromat. Like
Right.
they had art gallery shows, and that'd be like where all
Yeah.
the coolest people would go, or like the socialites would go. It's
Yeah.
like to an art gallery,
Also,
right?
what
Yeah.
is a socialite?
You
That-
girl.
Like
Us-
someone who's always just around.
It's
Have
kind
you
of
seen Bridgerton?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So they're socialites. It's when you're the socialite class, it means like
Oh.
you don't have a job. Your job is to like socialize with people with social
it's like
capital.
the modern day like influencer
it's
girl who
the-
goes to Pilates.
But it's the modern influencer like
Oh, so it is an influencer. Is a
Now it is.
socialite
It's-
Now
type.
it is.
but it's
yeah.
like before it was just because you were rich and like lived in Bridgerton. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like now it's like, oh, if you can amass a following, that's what's like so interesting about celebrity culture, because for so long there was a wall, but the internet has democratized it.
Yeah.
So all these people are becoming socialites that like weren't ever gonna have that opportunity
There
in
still
other
are traditional
centuries.
socialites in New York City, though. Like, I think that's what also the art
Yeah.
world was more about. Before there was influencer, like, if you didn't have a job, you'd be doing art, presumably. Like,
yeah.
you'd have your parents fund you, and you'd be, like, making balls that hang from a string. And that was a
Love.
socialite class.
Right.
But now it's kind of a city divided. So when you think of something like Dime Square, that's kind of the more, like, traditional socialite class, where it's, like,
Okay.
they
Or
might
like
have...
the housewives.
The
Like,
housewives
the,
are.
Yeah.
all the
Now
events
the
they're going
socialites.
to are kind of like their job.
We have more socialites than ever
Oh.
right now.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, I love Bridgerton. I would love to just be like, yeah, I'm just going to like parties and it's club and it's like I'm always partying. What's that?
You
Like
can.
one TikTok
It's not too
audio.
late.
Okay.
Bus, club, another club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Club. Another club.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, the whole sequence of like bringing your old friend to your new friend, and they're completely different vibes. Always
Yes.
beautiful, always interesting, something to
Yeah.
witness
When
and wonder about.
Maxine and Ilana queen out about how awesome Abby's art is, that was cracking me up. Like
Yes.
Maxine being like, it's so surreal, but also real,
Real.
while being surreal and then also real. And
Yeah.
Ilana is just like,
She's like, oh, it's my
yes.
bestie. She is a genius. Yes. Oh, and you see it, and we both
Literally.
see it. We know
Right.
it. She's a genius. Wait, love.
It is like when you're at a party and you're talking to somebody you don't know, but you have one mutual friend and you're
Yeah.
like, well, let's really hash it out.
Yes, 100%. You're like, wait, we're best friends.
We're like, Erica is awesome.
oh my god, we do love her.
We love her.
She's crazy in college.
She's like
She
random,
was.
but she's cool, right?
We love her.
Yeah.
Have you
She's
ever been to
great.
someone's birthday party and not asked everyone attending? Oh, how do you know the birthday boy? You know,
Yep,
it's like you have to do
100%,
that.
yeah.
It's how you build.
It's a great
well built.
icebreaker.
Yeah,
It's nice,
please.
easy. How do you know? Oh, I know. And then you get into
You can
Well, 'cause
build
you
from
get
there.
details.
You can
Yeah.
You
AOL
get
build
details.
from
You
there.
learn about colleges, careers.
Yep.
Everyone's coming from somewhere. And I love a girl
Everyone
that they
is
met
coming
like
from
in the
somewhere.
bathroom line. And then you get to talk to her. And that's usually who I'm bonding with at a party. Like someone
Yeah.
that you met at a club bathroom line, that's who I'm going to connect with at your housewarming.
Yes.
Yeah, my truth.
Okay,
I
and
love it. Thank you.
Alana's crush on Abby lives on. So since the pilot, this has been
Oh wait,
recurring.
and I broke that poor girl's painting.
Oh yeah, we can't
Oh,
forget. Oh yeah, the
sorry.
tag, the whole tag
Which,
running
like,
thing.
do those tags really have ink in them?
They do. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, and she was like, "Wait, I'll get it with my teeth." Because did she say they're so big or little or something? They're huge. I don't know.
They're so sharp. Oh,
They're
that's
so
actually
sharp.
why I'm in Ilana, because I have really big teeth. I found out recently.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you could like
Canine.
kill an animal with
I went
that.
to my cousin's dental school and I showed. I was like on the floor where all the dentists are practicing. I went to every single one of them because my cousin wanted to show them everyone how big my canines were, and they were
Wait.
like, "You're the biggest canines I've ever seen."
You're like a princess.
Because I thought my whole life I had a small mouth. I have a normal sized mouth, tall teeth.
I
Tall
remember
teeth.
I remember you getting home from the dentist and
It's
saying,
amazing.
I found out I have tall teeth.
I found out I have tall teeth.
That Chappell Roan song where she's like, she put her canines into
that's you.
mine. Is you for real?
Like
And
that.
they're
If those were in
really
the side of my,
big.
I'd be a little scared.
I know, it's hard to sometimes kiss.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Want to find out?
Yeah.
But
I'd
Ilana
love to find out.
Ilana has the near-death experience, and then Abbi gets her off the truck, and then Ilana immediately goes, "Let's get married." And
Yeah, she's
Abby's
like,
what?
Yeah. Nothing.
But there's nothing more bonding than helping your friend out of a precarious situation.
And there's nothing more than feeling sexual towards someone once they save your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those hormones. That's why
Yeah.
you say you should always watch a scary movie with someone.
Or go to a theme park.
Yes, I was just gonna say roller coaster. Do a little
Yes.
roller coaster.
Oh, we've had
Disney
the same
World.
we've had-
Disney World first date. Jojo Siwa.
Literally, the Tower of Love.
The Tower of Love. Yeah, you need like the adrenaline and like the.
Yeah, exactly.
Adrenaline is bonding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
I can't help but feel sexual. So the episode, of course, ends with Abbi and Ilana trying to get Ilana out of the chains by
Yeah.
using a bunch of lotion. And of course,
I mean, yeah, that's like. sexual.
Ilana's
Would
like,
you?
this is hot. And Abby's
Yeah.
like, you're bleeding. And she's like, exactly.
Exactly. She took her virginity essentially.
Her boobs are so bloody.
Yeah.
It was so funny when Abby's like, can you like suck in your boobs? And she's like, if I could control my titties like that, I'd make them the same size.
Yeah. There's lines like that that I'm just like, oh my god,
So
this
clever.
is so fucking good.
When
think
I
that's
was in
something
high
I said
school
IRL?
and had a boob one size too big and was just a Christian and didn't know like I was gonna be okay. A line like that like changed everything for me. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
girls grow
You
up
were seen.
with different size boobs and they can make a TV show even.
And they can make a TV show even and almost kind of show them.
Yeah.
Almost kind of. Also, I think on Hulu they're bleeping the swear words. I feel like this
Yeah.
is a new thing because now the Disney Plus whatever.
They bleep them in the Comedy Central because it was
Oh,
cable.
they do?
So they
Yeah.
bleep fuck.
But I swear when I was watching it, like they weren't. I don't know.
Well, you weren't really watching it then.
I mean, let's be real. I apparently watched 3 seasons of the show and I can't remember a damn thing. I think maybe there's like 2 things I remember. I remember the poop episode, of course.
The one we
Hurricane
hate.
Wanda, the one we
Hurricane
hate.
Wanda.
LOL.
Wait, so New York gets hurricanes?
Yeah,
It
this is
did.
based off Sandy. It can still, by the way, and we're living in
Like, kinda
unprecedented
rare.
times.
We're living in unprecedented times, and like they said, New York will be underwater before we die. So it's good we moved here when
before
we
we
did.
die? Oh, okay.
No, we don't.
No,
have to
this
get
is
into
good. I'll,
this.
like,
It won't.
Let's
It
cut to
will.
our second
Water-
break.
Yeah, let's go to our second break. And when we get
Yeah.
back, we'll hear about Grace's Broad City moment.
And we're
We're
back.
back.
Grace, what is your Broad City moment?
Broad City moment, I would say, I mean, every day living in New York, I'm like, holy crap, this is Broad City. I see this city's just full of inspiration everywhere. But recently I went to a comedy show, post-comedy show. My roommate got invited to this party that is hosted by this man who does absinthe tastings. He went to
What does that mean?
well, see, and I didn't know what this was, but it does sound like a medieval drink, which I think it's alcohol.
It's a very ancient drink. Yeah,
It's like intense alcohol.
yeah.
It's the strongest percentage of alcohol of any liquor.
Because sometimes
like,
people
rubbing
will make
alcohol.
jokes like, I think I had absinthe.
Yeah.
Because
It's
they
like
had so much tequila.
yeah, and I think you take like just like a little bit, and it's like, and I
Mm.
think maybe he also puts like something in it that makes you hallucinate. Like I don't know if it's like
It
mushrooms.
doesn't have
or-
hallucination.
It doesn't, or
property.
it does.
It does.
Oh, itself, it
Yeah.
just does.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Is it
so,
like ayahuasca?
well, see, we
No.
didn't try any at this party because I don't even think it was there. But just this guy is known for doing
It's
that.
really hard to hallucinate on it. Though. You like have to
It's
drink
his
a lot.
full-time
Oh.
gig.
I think so. I don't know. Max told me like when they went to college, he was like the it guy, the cool guy, always doing these tasting parties in his dorm and stuff. And it was like very underground. And now this is like his
Is he
thing.
straight?
The who?
The absinthe.
Do not
See,
know.
absent or absence?
Absinthe.
The abstinent absinthe guy.
I know. I keep wanting to say that. But anyway, so he's like throwing this party and we get there and it was like medieval theme. Get there, immediately hit with like a wall of smoke. There was a smog machine in there and it was like, and you could taste it. It was like, and so you walk in immediately.
Were you in your ombre skirt?
No, I was in Columbia purple puffer jacket
cute.
and my
Cute.
jeans that I always wear.
Medieval boots.
My medieval boots. And I walk in and the DJs are sat on the floor with essentially like an Apple box, like just like, or like cardboard something with like their stuff on there.
So funny.
They're just kind of sitting there in what is the fireplace, like a little cutout for fire, but not in use, obviously, because that's where they're sitting. So they're like in there and it's just white and there's a single light exposed, like LED light that can change color.
Are they crisscross applesauce?
They're like this. They're like hunched over like gargoyles type of thing, just like over the DJ track, which I don't even think they're really doing anything. They're not like moving the things. They're kind of
It's their playlist.
So maybe they weren't DJs. I don't know, but
they are. That's how they DJ these days.
No, that was how you do it. They were just kind of sitting there and they were like talking. But I was like, that's the most dangerous spot in the house because
they're
it's
talking over the music.
They're talking over the music and over the smog machine, which I'm like, you guys are.
They're like, it's so loud in here.
Yeah. And I'm like, you guys are gonna die because like the smog machine has like a chemical that I don't think is good to breathe in.
It's Aptons.
It's maybe it was
Whoa.
because then we get in through the house and everyone's like got elf ears and wearing like tunics.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, tunics and whatever. And it's like someone's birthday. We started singing happy birthday. They're all like smoking weed and like cigarettes in the house. And I was like, wait, I'm just like a innocent little girl. I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. And then the smog machine like kicked up. And I was like, if I was like high or drunk, I would probably I would have a panic attack because I looked at Max and he's like dancing. And I was like, all I could see was the single red light in a white void and his like torso up and just going like this. And I was like, and I had to like go out the window and like breathe in the fresh air because I was like, when you dance and you're breathing a little heavy, I was like, oh my God. Like I was like, we're going to die. So we left like fairly.
The way you
That
as
is
soon as
so
we got
Abby
there.
of you.
Yeah.
I was like, we can't. And I danced a bit. I danced a touch, but I was like, it was more so the smoke was really getting to me. And I was like, I can't
No.
keep
The way you were telling the
doing
story,
this.
though, it felt like it was happening to you right now.
because it was like last week.
It was very
I'm like, if you
visceral.
were wearing my Aura ring, it would like notify you you're stressed.
And it's like, calm down. It's okay. You don't have to be
Breathe.
here.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah. And then well, actually, as soon as we got there, we were like, where's the party? Because these people had left who looked like they came from the party. And they were like, it's through the garden. Through the garden, down the stairs. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I have to stop saying it.
Times
But
you go to
yeah.
parties like that it's so stimulating because you never experienced, and it's like, how is there a smog machine, a gargoyle,
Yep.
crazy lights like this, and no one's talking to me? It's
Yes.
just like so much.
No, and I definitely wasn't supposed to be here. All
In
these
your
people, it
own,
was
like,
someone's birthday
world.
party
Yeah.
that was like, I'm a friend of a friend of a friend who got invited.
It's
Like,
so much.
I was like, what is going on?
You got out and said, I think I'm going to like this town.
No, literally, I was like, wait, this is magical. Every night is a new night. It literally felt like a scene from a movie. I was like, oh, this is the type of parties
Yeah.
that movies are trying to recreate. But when you're in it, I mean, granted, if I like knew the person, I'm sure it would be maybe more fun. No, it wouldn't, because what's up
By
with
the
the smog
way,
machine?
no one's ever. What you find out, well, I'm being sober this month, and so I'm going to all these events, and I'm finding out that everybody's always just pretending to have a good time.
You have to lean into it though. Like you have to pretend
Which
to have
I
a good
think is
time
fine. Like
to
we
have
should.
a good time.
That's what I'm wondering is how much of New York City is people just doing it because they think they're supposed to be doing it, and then how much is it we're actually wanting to go to these galleries, to go to
Right.
these things, to do this stuff? How much of it is just like, oh well, we're here, we obviously need to go to this smog party after.
I think at first, like you are wanting to do it to fit in with New York, and
Yeah.
you do it so much, you're like, it's become you.
It becomes you. It's
Oh
my
really
God.
fake it till you make it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
mean,
any
I wanted to be there, but I wanted to be there.
You keep having to clarify that.
Yeah, I
You
wanted to
text
be
later.
there.
Can you cut that whole
Yeah,
thing?
cut that whole thing. I just like no. It was more like a let's just see. It's more like I wanted to have the girls the Broad City
No, you
moment.
have, it's for the experience, the memoir, whatever.
Everything is for the
So
memoir.
Almost-
Everything's for the memoir.
Almost everything I've done in New York, it's like, but I should do something.
I
Just
feel
what
that
do
way
you do?
100%.
Go home.
What am I gonna play video games all day?
Exactly. You
But
need to
I
go to
will
a
say
bad
you get to a
party.
point like Evan loves estate sales. Every time I go to them, I'm like, what are we pretending to like? I hate it here. I want to go shop online. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's like the estate sale that they went to this weekend. I was like, it's okay that I'm not going. I hate them.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh girl, you've
That's
got
free.
maturing.
you've got edge she never did.
Yeah. Yes. You're free.
Well, we
You're a
have
free
one last
thinker.
question for you, or one last series of questions for you.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time.
Oh shit.
Are you a schoolgirl or are you getting schooled, girl?
Schoolgirl.
How are you?
Good.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Would you rather go down on Michael Bublé or Janet Jackson?
Michael Bublé.
Are you the voice of your generation or a voice of a generation?
A voice of a generation.
What's your favorite utensil?
Spork. That didn't feel natural.
Who steals clothes, honestly?
My friends.
Are artists judged by what they wear?
Yeah.
Did you know Steve Jobs stunk and cried all the time?
No, I did not.
What's the best way to shop?
When you're desperate and hungry.
Is
Wait,
New
you
York
nailed it.
Europe?
Yes.
Yes.
I will say also that is a line too that I was like, I feel that way too because walking around I hear languages that you never hear in Wisconsin.
No.
Oh, when they're at the cafe and
Yeah.
they're being French or something?
Yeah, that happens all the time. I'm like, and I honestly, I feel like part of me will leave New York a polyglot. I'm like, I'm gonna leave and I go, oh yes,
Why are you leaving? What?
oh, just I mean when it's underwater. After when it's underwater,
Right.
I'll move back to a safer area that's landlocked,
And bilingual.
and I'll be like,
trilingual.
yeah, poly.
Oh, ooh.
Isn't that more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
you're
5?
right.
Or does it just
No,
mean
it
many?
is. I think
Poly
poly's a
means
lot.
many.
Yeah, I think it's actually when you know so many languages.
That they're just like, here's the one word for it.
But the thing
Bi,
is,
try, quad.
Li-
Ons,
why is this confusing for me to
slide,
hear?
ride.
Well, you're not there yet.
Well, thank you so much for being.
Gracias.
Yeah, right.
Dankeschön.
Yes,
Ooh.
danke. Danke, danke.
I don't have
I'm
one.
not that German.
Thanks so much for being on the pod, girl. Where can the people find you?
The people can find me on the Instagram,
Shalom.
the TikTok.
Shalom.
Oh, shalom. Yeah, see?
Minutes later.
And I knew all
Shalom.
of them. You can find me on the Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok with Grace Reiter or Reiter Grace, some variation of that.
And that's going to be EI.
Reiter. Reiter. Like that.
Period. That's like your name.
Period.
Literally,
Wait, we're cousins.
let's actually see because I have a lot of unknown half siblings on 23andMe
Yeah.
because I'm a
And I
sperm
feel like
donor
we have
baby.
similar eyes.
So I'm like, let's actually see if our app, like, we are the sibs.
We probably could be.
Please, please rate and review this podcast. Let us know how you thought in the review as well. Give us 5 stars. It's great for SEO reasons. And
Yes.
follow us
Comments on
Patreon.
Spotify.
Yeah, add a
Um,
comment.
Okay,
Let
bye.
us know if you like the haircut.
Yeah.
We'll see
put
you
in
next
the-
week.
put in the pod if you
Season
like the
3,
haircut.
episode 2 with Princess Nokia.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.